Hello everyone, my name is MrJepthah, and... to be in 2005 again. This was the year of the release of the final film of the Skywalker saga of Star Wars movies. I wasn't really cognizant during the crazy marketing campaign of The Phantom Menace. I was too busy doing that whole learning to walk stuff. And I was a little too young, or at the very least not aware enough, to remember the Attack of the Clones marketing. But Revenge of the Sith? Oh yeah. Put me down for one, that's a big nostalgia for me. I'm never saying that again. I remember the commercials, such as the Burger King ads and the light side versus dark side M&Ms, and I'm pretty sure that's what led me to having dark chocolate for the first time, which is still to this day my favorite kind of chocolate. Get away from me! There was a cereal we got a few times, and of course we loved getting the lightsaber spoons, which my brother and I pretended to fight with in between bites of our cereal, which, looking back now, was very unsanitary. And of course, the toys. Oh man, this toy lineup. I didn't get a lot of them, but I certainly wanted them. The various Anakin and Obi-Wan figures, the General Grievous, the Mace Windu. There was even a battle-damaged Anakin that would not be released to kids today. Let's just put it that way. The big toy of the year was the Darth Vader voice changer that I always wanted but never got. And of course, the lightsaber toy I thought was such a cool idea, but purely not canonical because lightsabers are not mood rings. But to be fair, wouldn't this have been a great visual in the movie? I take it back, it's a stupid idea now. And of course, the ultimate toy, books. I had the movie storybook growing up that, wow, I did not realize got into the darker details of the film. A familiar figure was using his lightsaber to strike down a class of Jedi younglings. Wow. They went there. My favorite piece of Episode 3 memorabilia is definitely the novelization by Matthew Stover, which became the reason I love and collect Star Wars books to this day. But today, we're going to take a look at my favorite video game adaptation of Episode 3. The Revenge of the Sith movie game? No, not that one. No, not that one. No, I'm talking about this game, Battlefront II. Those words go really well together. Battle, front, 2. It just rolls off the tongue. I guess that's why they tried to reboot Battlefront 2, even though they should have just made Battlefront 2 Part 2. I know what you're probably thinking. What does Battlefront 2 have to do with Revenge of the Sith? You haven't played this game before, have you? Released to coincide with the DVD release of the movie.
Alright class, welcome to Archaeology 101. Today's lesson, what are DVDs? Nobody knows.
Battlefront 2 is easily one of my favorite games of all time. Probably my all-time favorite Star Wars game. Your time will come. It's a shooter where you shoot droids, clones, people with families, people with family. There are multiple game modes throughout the game that you can play. Maybe I should rewrite that. But the main mode I want to look at today is the main campaign mode entitled Rise of the Empire. The main gist of the campaign is that you are a member of the 501st Legion, a brigade of elite troopers we follow throughout the tail end of the Clone Wars all the way through Order 66, and the transition of the Republic to the Empire all the way to the Empire's victory on the planet of Hoth. So let's look more in depth at the first half of the campaign entitled Fall of the Republic. Before the cartoony, childish vibes of the Clone Wars, the Clone Wars were actually good. Mission 1 takes place on Mygeeto, everyone's favorite planet in Star Wars. Every level begins with an opening cinematic with voiceover by none other than Tamura Morrison, reprising his role as all the clones. Well, it's better than D. Bradley Baker. In each of these levels, you have to complete a series of tasks until you finally play as whatever Jedi is in command on this particular planet. And in this particular level, it's Peyton Manning. Because of the forehead? Is that joke a bit of a stretch? What? So if Kiadi didn't know what the clones were really after, per the cutscene...
What Kiadi Mundi didn't know, however, was that our unit of the 501st was really after an experimental Mygeetan power source.
He's totally aware of what they're after now. He was probably just so worried about the droid attack on the Wookiees, he wasn't thinking straight. And that's about it. Shoot some robots, blow some stuff up, be a Jedi, play capture the flag. That's what Star Wars is all about. And those are just some of the notes I found on Kathleen Kennedy's desk.
Suddenly, we realized that the Jedi could be fooled. And if they could be fooled, they could be killed.
And that's about it. That's how the vacuum works. Any questions?
Yeah. How much does this thing cost?
$1,200, Mr. Cephadius.
Yeah, just take the Jedi credit card and get us a ton of vacuums.
Okay. I also sell life insurance.
Nah, I think we're good.
Now we come to the beginning of the movie. We have two options. We can skip the level entirely because some weirdos don't like the space battles, or we can play it. I like the space battles, so I almost never skip them.
Except for that one time.
Chancellor, I'm totally not evil, Palpatine has been kidnapped, and we have to fly our ships and blow stuff up. While he's still inside? Well, at least if he dies, there actually will be peace in the galaxy. There are two types of units to choose from in space battles, a pilot or a regular trooper. There are pros for both, but I almost always choose the regular troopers because, I mean, let's be honest, a pilot does nothing. No, watch out for that. No.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
After we pull a Michael Vick and do some dogfighting, we have to take out a banking clan ship. After we die, we have to take out a banking clan ship. Now we can board and sabotage their ship from the inside. This is almost always what I do when I'm doing a space battle. It's just fun to infiltrate the opposing ship and then blow everything up from the inside. Makes me feel kind of like a spy. After defeating the ship, the clone journaling all of this seems hurt that the Jedi weren't giving them any credit. Well, yeah, you're all expendable and you don't have different personalities. Now here we are in beautiful Felucia, where you see before you a beautiful landscape, giant vases, and giant spiders.
Wow, I really want to visit Felucia now.
Okay, full disclosure, I hate this map. Except for a couple of landmarks here and there, I can't tell where I am or where the droids are. They camouflage so well into the foliage that I just can't see them. Also, let's talk about the Acklys. You don't know what the Acklys are? The giant spider thing that tries to eat Obi-Wan in episode 2? I have an almost crippling fear of spiders, to the point where if I'm looking at a picture of a spider, I don't even want to touch whatever the picture is on for fear that the spider will jump out of the picture and attack. Despite that almost embarrassing part of my life, the Acklys never freaked me. The Acklys never freaked me out in the movie, and here, they're even less scary. All you have to do is just use the rocket launcher and they die very easily. After Ayla Secura dies faster than she did in the movie, stop, she's already dead. We easily blow up some more cannons to end the level. A line in the sand. Oh man. Anakin would hate it here. No wonder he had no concern for the droid attack on the Wookiees. You may be wondering why I'm such a great sharpshooter. It's because I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. And the droids destroy the oil refinery. And the worst part about losing an objective in each of these levels is you have to go back to the beginning of the level and do all this all over again. If Kiadi Mundi was so worried about the droid attack on the Wookiees, how is he gonna feel about the clone attack on the Wookiees? Ha 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 ha! Attack of the clones, sucker! Now we get to play as Yoda.
Yoda I am, kill all the things I will. A Jedi strength flows through his lightsaber. Anger and aggression, your friends they are. Kill you will. All hail Kathleen Kennedy!
Utapow!
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
The time has come. Execute Order 66. It's only one number off from being the mark of the beast. I'm so clever. The goal is simple. Kill all the Jedi in the Jedi Temple. And not just the men, but the men. And the men too. They're literally all just men.
I have a confession to make. I've only beaten this level once in the many, many times that I've played through this game. And it's all because of the library.
So in this objective, you have to defend the bookshelves containing Jedi holocrons that Palpy wants to get his hands on from the various Jedi looking to destroy them to keep them out of his hands. Seems simple, right? Wrong! The Jedi are too quick and they hide, and it drives me nuts. And it's the reason why I have only finished through this mode once, despite having played it over and over and over and over for years. But this will be the day. Well, the second day. Because I did beat this once years ago, but this will be the day that I finally beat this. I'm on the easy mode. Okay, surely this is gonna be the one. Die, Jedi dogs! Please just give me a few more seconds. Come on, come on.
Efficient.
I finally did it, and it stuck this time. And now we're able to play as Darth Vader himself. Who's the master now, idiots? You want me to take a seat, Windu? I'll take a seat. And there, we have executed Order 66. And now the Jedi are, as Obi-Wan said in A New Hope, all but extinct. You know, except for Ahsoka Tano, Baylan Skoll, Cal Kestis, Grogu, Kanan Jarrus, Killaren Beck, Reva, Gungi, Maul. This is all Dave Filoni's fault. He just had to create the stupid Clone Wars show that ruins all of the Star Wars canon, and—
What's that? George Lucas created the Clone Wars? Well, no wonder it's terrible. And that is The Fall of the Republic. While not the entirety of the campaign, it definitely does a better job of retelling events from Revenge of the Sith than any other video game adaptation of Revenge of the Sith. If anything, the voice acting is better.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
You underestimate the power of the dark side.
Well, now that I've blown stuff up, killed some Jedi, mocked the Clone Wars, and ruined some friendships, I think it's time to call it a day.
How dare you say those things about Clone Wars? How dare! I am so sick of you, your stupid show, and your stupid opinions on stupid things. The time has come. Execute Order 88.
Oh no. What have I done?